legendary Seaside Festival, the legendary Seaside Festival, the legendary Seaside Festival, 1985.
Hello vinyl community, Jason Basin here, back in the house, and today a very special video. Exactly 40 years ago I went to the Seaside Festival in De Panne, Belgium. Yeah. And did you recognize what I'm wearing? It's the same that's on here, on this picture. Me and Jean-Luc de Meyer of Front 242. I have here some other pictures to begin the show with. Here, and Clark live. Here you see his back of Jean-Luc de Meyer in the crowds. August 10, 1985. The best new wave, the best festival of Belgium of all times, the Seaside Festival. In 1983 there were the Bollock Brothers, and in 1984 there was Echo and the Bunnymen, Fat Gadget, and in 1986 there was La Muerte, there were also the Ramones. Fantastic days. So here we are for 1985, the Seaside Festival. And I arrived there about 10 in the morning. It was a grey day, not so good weather. And then suddenly the light came, the sun. And I said to myself, I know there was a mystery group, mystery guest, special guest. And I said to myself, I hope it are the March Violets and that they open with Walk in the Sun. What happened? That happened. The March Violets from Leeds, the same city as the Sisters of Mercy. They began in 1981 with a drum machine. You have as the singer Rosie Garland, and they are still active. They released an album, Crocodile Promises, in 2024. So they opened the festival. It was very nice. And then I didn't know it, then there was the Cult on the program, but the Cult, they said, the speaker, there was a problem with the drummer, so I was a bit disappointed, because the Cult, I danced on that track, She Sells Sanctuary, so many times. I wanted to see the Cult, and finally they didn't come, but they were replaced with a very good band, The Sound. The Sound from London. They were active from 1979 till 1988 with singer Adrian Borland. Fantastic, energetic group. I noticed that when I saw them there live. What an energy. I have the album From the Lion's Mouth. I thought Missiles was on this one. No, on this one is Winning. I forgot to let you show this also, the March Violets and Walk into the Sun 12-inch. Really nice track. The Sound. And then was it time for the third group of that day. There was some rain also, but then there was a lot of smoke for the next band. From 242 they started in Aarschot, Belgium. They are the founders of the electronic body music, EBM, from 242. Really energetic dance music to move your body to. Fantastic music. I saw them several times, but last year they announced their last tour ever. They did the Blackout tour, and their last concert was here in Belgium on January the 25th, 2025. So from 242 they won't go live again, but you never know. Other bands also said we never come back, like Neon Judgment and Praga Khan, and Praga Khan did again in US tour, so everything is possible. But this was the album No Comment that I promoted from 242 then on stage. Here a Russian statue, here we see those nice pictures from 242 and No Comment. And after from 242 they went on with electronic music and we got this band. And Clark and Band, fantastic music. And Clark from Croydon, London, UK, and she had a massive hit with this one, Our Darkness, and also they had in 1985 this single, Self-Destruct. The Our Darkness single, also the album Joined Up Writing, is from 1983. It's not known how many pieces were sold, records were sold of Our Darkness, but what is known is on Spotify the track is already downloaded more than 50 million times. So I think in reality the vinyl, it will go also in the millions. It was a big hit, and each day now people discover this fantastic music. And Clark, she worked together for Our Darkness with this man. I have an album of him, David Harrow. Really a big talent, composer, David Harrow. And then after and Clark, the heavy guitars would return with a band that had a #1 hit in Belgium. This was Killing Joke, had a #1 hit with Love Like Blood in Belgium. Fantastic, because they came from the underground. Their debut was really powerful. The titleless debut, Killing Joke, with fantastic tracks on it, Requiem and War Dance. And Killing Joke, that year, 1985, they brought out their fantastic Nighttime album with, of course, Love Like Blood on it also. Nighttime, very nice. Kings and Queens was also a single. Killing Joke. And when he came on, it was with white and black on his face. It was really frightening. It frightened me, really strange. Jess Coleman, a very special man. Even he directed an orchestra. He knows to make classical music. He is really a genius. So unfortunately 2 years ago the guitar player Jordi, he died, and now it's a question, will Killing Joke return to the stage? I hope so. So we will see how that goes. So then after Killing Joke they had a little problem, because normally Aswet, the reggae band, would perform, but they were stuck at the border, some luggage that was not there when they arrived in Belgium, so they were stuck, or in Holland, I don't know where exactly they were, but they were stuck at the border, so they couldn't perform. But on the festival there was Marcel van Tilt. He presented the festival, and all the members of Arbeid Adelt were there. So Marcel, he saw the solution, so Arbeid Adelt went on stage. Arbeid Adelt, electronic music, here later on also with the guitar of Willy Willy, rest in peace Willy Willy. That I must say. Anne Clark was 25 when she was there on the Seaside Festival. She is now 65. And Marcel van Tilt was 27 there, and he becomes this year 68 years soon on the 24th of August, on the same day as Jean-Michel Jarre, and also my son Vincent. He has his birthday on the 24th of August. So already happy birthday Marcel and Vincent and Jean-Michel Jarre. So Arbeid Adelt. I know Arbeid Adelt, they could use the PA tower. It was a big tower of aperture on the stage, and that was the tower of Matic. For me, the best band ever, Matic, the band around Arno Hintjes. Arno would go solo the year after in 1986. I regret that a lot, but he had also nice music. Arno for Matic, he went one moment to America in the 70s, and then he saw the American rock and all that, but when he returned here in Belgium, he said, no, I won't want to do that anymore. I want to make a new kind of music, Euro rock. So that's what I did, Matic, a new funky rock sound, and it was fantastic. It was a new style, and so a lot of fans, oh la la la, putain putain, que pasa, fantastic tracks from Matic. Check them out. There are live concerts on YouTube, also on Spotify. Check out their music. Matic, best band ever of Belgium. I'm lucky I could still see them there on the Seaside Festival in 1985. And then after Matic, a highlight, the bass was very high on the concert. It went through my heart. I felt it in my heart. I was a bit scared. I said, will my heart will not be deregulated with that? It gave not such a nice feeling, but everything went right. Matic. And then after Matic, it was time for the head name on the festival, Siouxsie and the Banshees. Siouxsie and the Banshees, fantastic band. Siouxsie, she was a member of the Bromley contingent. That was a fan base, a fan club of the Sex Pistols. Also Billy Idol was in it, Steve Strange of Visage. And so from there on she wanted also to make music, and her first concert was with a band, and on the drums played no one else than Sid Vicious, who would become the bass player in the Sex Pistols. He couldn't really play bass, but it was more the image. It was Malcolm McLaren. He saw that he had more charisma than Glenn Matlock. Glenn Matlock, who is now again with in the Sex Pistols, touring with Frank Carter, and Frank Carter, he does it very well. So I'm happy they can still do nice performances. So Siouxsie and the Banshees, I found two nice records of Siouxsie and the Banshees this year. Check my video of the Vinyl Kitchen, the new trip to the Vinyl Kitchen 2025. Then I'm gonna show you some albums of the bands that play there on the Seaside Festival. This is a very good live album of Killing Joke. If you want to hear Killing Joke, really the powerful Killing Joke, then is very good. 10-inch single 10-inch records. On this one, Psyche, Sun Goes Down, The Pendies Are Coming, all nice tracks. Take, 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 Unspeakable and War Dance. This was Killing Joke live in 1982. And then we have here Arbeid Adelt, very good album, Jonge Helden, Young Heroes. On this album we have their hits Ik sta scherp, I Stand Sharp, Jonge Helden, Young Heroes, Roodborstje, De man die alles noteert, The man who takes notice of everything. And also we have here Capita Selecta on this one, also a track 65 plus, so Marcel is 65 plus. This was a special edition for Record Store Day, only 500 copies on colored vinyl, and the vinyl is in the same color as the bed tube, very nice. I'll show it to you. I already showed it in one of my videos here on my channel. Check out my page. Vinyl Records has more than I think 120 videos, so check them out. Then I show you the nice records, in fact only the studio albums of Matic, the debut album. As you can see, I do plastic around the records. It's very important, people. Protect your records. Sometimes also my little dog here, Tina, she jumped today here and there was water on the record. Luckily there was here a cover on it, a plastic cover. So protect your records. Here Matic and La Pache, their second album. And here we have Choco, so I lay my hands a bit, and this was their last album, Yeye. Has very nice tracks, Cook Me, Elle adore le noir, Act Like a Dog and Get Wet. And then we have Siouxsie and the Banshees. You already saw this album in other videos here on my channel. If you want to see the inner side, check other videos here. You see it in several videos. And this track is also on that album. Very good. Do you know this version of Siouxsie and the Banshees, Dear Prudence? Fantastic version. When you hear the Beatles play that, you hear what a losers the Beatles are on this track, because Siouxsie and the Banshees does it a million times better. Fantastic, one of my favorite tracks of all time, but in the version of Siouxsie and the Banshees. These were the vinyls that I wanted to show you. So this day it was very nice. The weather wasn't very nice, sometimes it was rain, but it was one nice band after the other. And what's strange, on this here, when we watch to it, the special guest, the March Violets, they still exist. Second band, The Sound, they stopped. Front 242, yes, Front 242 stopped, and Clark still busy. Killing Joke stopped. Arbeid Adelt still busy. Matic stopped. Siouxsie and the Banshees stopped also, but Siouxsie, she is still doing concerts now and then. So it was a fantastic day. Those times will never return, but I'm happy I was one of those people who went there. Seaside 1983 I missed, because my father said to me, you are 15, you are not allowed to go. And so I've missed there the Bollock Brothers. That's a big regret. I wanted to see the Bollock Brothers, but the Bollock Brothers, they would reappear him and the bass player, so that must be Keith Bradshaw, they came on stage in 1984 one moment, and they played horror movies, and I said maybe a surprise concert in 1984. No, but it's just they just came to say hello, and again I was so sad that I couldn't go in 1983, the Bollock Brothers, but there are some live footages now on YouTube of that concert, and also the live performances album. It's recorded there on the Seaside Festival in 1983. So this was Jason Basin with my experience of that day, 1985, the Seaside Festival. Hope you liked it, and this is a nice combination with my previous video, the tracks that were on the new wave parties in 1985. So watch also that other video and subscribe to my channel, and if you are already subscribed, share my video with your friends, please. Or when you are still when you are already watching to my channel a lot of times but you never subscribed, subscribe now. Thank you very much. So this was Jason Basin, and you see and hear me in the next video. And don't forget, with vinyl the sun always shines. Have a good week. Bye bye. Wat moet je zeggen? Wat zeg, wat heb ik hier?